Westfield's share of federal COVID relief dollars in the millions. So how should that money be spent? In projects and people. Mondays with the Mayor starts now. Westfield Mayor Andy Cook, along with Danielle Easterhouse, who is Executive Director of Student Impact of Westfield. We're also joined by Christine Brown with Westfield Youth Assistance Program, both organizations devoted to helping children and teenagers. And Danielle, what is Student Impact?
Student Impact is an organization that's been around since 1999 in Westfield. We serve students after school in 5th through 12th grade and provide them a safe and consistent environment where everyone is loved and accepted where they are.
So Christine, how does Westfield Youth Assistance differ from Student Impact?
We actually serve ages 3 to 17. We work with families and our youth here in Westfield. Our program actually started in 2009, and what we do is we advocate, we connect, and we empower our families and our youth. Our programs are absolutely free and voluntary.
Is it to help kids who are having difficulties? Maybe they've gotten into trouble at school and trouble with the law. Who are you dealing with?
It's actually all of our youth. All of our youth find themselves needing some assistance or a hand up or just some resources. It could be helping find them a doctor. It could be helping find homes or referring them to for eyeglasses.
So it runs the
food.
gamut, really.
I mean, it could really be anything. And we really focus on the relationships and connecting them with positive adult role models.
And that leads us to Mayor Cook, and the mayor's been a long-time advocate of both programs. Westfield's share of the American Rescue Plan Act is just under $10 million, Mayor, and why do you believe some of those funds should go to these nonprofits?
Well, you know, Chris, the nonprofits are such a valuable part of our community and have been. I mean, we have Open Doors and we have the Heart and Soul Clinic along with these two beautiful organizations. And they're part of the heart of a city. And as mayors all over the state, we are trying to create places where people want to be. And you know, we're very fortunate here. We've created a place where a lot of people want to be. Just look at the growth in our population. And we do that by creating things. We have our trail system, and we have a wonderful school system. We have Grand Park, and we have Grand Junction. But you know, those are things. And when I'm talking to prospective residents or businesses, they say, you know, those things grabbed our attention. But tell me about the heart of your city. How do your citizens take care of those that are in need?
What would this community look like if we didn't support nonprofits?
I can't imagine life in Westfield without these two ladies. Yeah. I mean, they love our kids. As Christine told you, I mean, her program is all about prevention. Has she been successful at it? Well, Christine and her group have spread her program throughout all of Hamilton County. And in the last 5 or 6 years, the number of children entering the legal system in Hamilton County has been cut in half. Cut in half. What kind of savings has that had to our county? But more importantly, think about these young kids that would have been in trouble with the law are now hopefully going to be productive citizens. And with Danielle's group, she has a beautiful organization close right there to the high school and the junior high. And after school, she opens up this beautiful little house full of food and games, but mostly it's full of hugs. There's a lot of kids there that need a hug. That is the value of these nonprofits in our community.
And so Danielle, what would ARPA funding mean for Student Impact?
For Student Impact, we operate on a staff of 3, and we served nearly 6,000 entries last year. So just getting funding to be able to develop more programs for our students. Frankly, Mayor hit on it, Christine hit on it, mental health is a real issue. And frankly, it doesn't distinguish and it doesn't discriminate in age, race, gender, economic, nothing. It is all there. And the kids just need a place. It's not that much different from us. We all want a place to be loved and belong to and have a better purpose, a higher purpose in life. And that's what Student Impact does. So to be able to develop programs for kids where they can actually achieve more and be more than they thought they ever could.
Yeah, and I'll pose the same question to you, Christine. What would that ARPA money do for you?
Well, some of the money that we would love to be able to have would help with transportation. A lot of our kids, we're able to, because of our nonprofits, we're able to get kids involved in activities, get them to Student Impact. But sometimes they can't get home from Student Impact, so that means they can't go. Maybe we get them involved in lessons with those adult role models. Maybe it's sports, maybe it's music, maybe it's art, maybe it's just tutoring. We need a way to get those kids home. Just maybe parents are working or don't have transportation. So that's a big piece of what we would like to do. We've got great support from our community to get kids involved, but if we can't get them there or get them home, that's a big detriment right now.
Just to talk a little bit more about the funding of nonprofits, the city backs both of these organizations and has with a really quite small infusions of cash every year, because I would say well over 90% of their budgets they raise themselves. Danielle just had her first major fundraiser, great time a week or two ago. We've developed some good fundraising that brings in hundreds of thousands of dollars. This money we're talking about comes from our community, and the government just seeds a little bit of it. Now, the ARPA funds are a little bit different. It's kind of a one-time hit, and it is by definition supposed to help our nonprofits overcome the effects of COVID. Well, let me tell you, I can't think of two organizations that have been affected as much by COVID as our young kids in our communities. And both of these organizations have seen a sizable in demand for services as a result of COVID. So this is a great application for the COVID funds, and we would invite our citizens to express their views on how this one-time hit should be spent in our community.
Okay, thanks to Mayor Cook, Danielle, Christine, all of you for joining us today. We appreciate it. Westfield nonprofits can apply for ARPA funds by visiting our website at westfield.in.gov and by clicking on the banner at the top of the main page. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you.